Hello fellow people watching this video. So I've only actually been to one Cedar Fair park, Knott's Berry Farm. So all of these picks will be from what other people say is the best coaster at each park. So yeah. Anyway, this is on the best coaster at every single Cedar Fair park. So let's start with Michigan's Adventure in Muskegon, Michigan. Apparently their slogan is, "It's amazing in here," which is kind of funny since it's arguably the worst Cedar Fair park. They have a below average coaster lineup, but I think the best coaster is obviously Thunderhawk, their Vekoma SLC. I'm kidding, that coaster sucks. But the actual best coaster in the park is Shivering Timbers, the CCI wooden roller coaster that is not that good, but is world class compared to the other absolutely mediocre coasters in the same park. I feel sorry for anyone who has this as a home park. Here's another slightly below average park, Valley Fair in Shakopee, Minnesota. Despite Valley Fair's name being the last part of Cedar Fair, it's not one of the main parks by them, which makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, I think the best coaster there is Wild Thing, a Morgan hypercoaster that looks great. Next is a park that is overshadowed by other parks in the state, Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri. Despite Mamba not being its most recent coaster at the park, I personally think that it's the best. Mamba is also a steel Morgan hypercoaster that, like other Morgan coasters, has insane, intense airtime. Up next is what I think is the most forgettable park, Dorney Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Like Worlds of Fun and Valley Fair, this park also has a steel Morgan hypercoaster that is the best in the park. Why are there so many good Morgan hypercoasters in the Cedar Fair park? Now, from what I've seen, this would be what I would say is the first great park. California's Great America in Santa Clara, California. This park has some great coasters like the Grizzly, and I have an unpopular opinion on what I think is the best in the park. Unlike most people who would say that it's Gold Striker, the GCI wooden roller coaster, I would think that it would be Railblazer, the first of many RMCs that we will see on this list. Railblazer is an RMC Raptor coaster that has insane airtime, speed, intensity, and a great first drop. Yes, the ride may be super short and over in a flash, but it is still super intense. Here's the first of two Kings parks, Kings Dominion in Richmond, Virginia. This park has an RMC, so you would think that it's obviously that. But no, it's actually Intimidator 305, or I-305 for short. And as said in the name, Intimidator 305 is 305 feet tall, which classifies it as a giga coaster, a coaster that is in between 300 and 400 feet. Now this is the second Kings park, Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. The best coaster at the park will be Orion, a B&M Giga coaster, but it's not open at the time of making this script. So I think that the actual best coaster right now is most likely Banshee, the intense B&M inverted coaster that some people say is the best inverted coaster in America. Next is America's first theme park, Knott's Berry Farm in Buena, California. This is the only Cedar Fair park that I've actually been to, but the best coaster in the park was closed when I ever went. The best coaster I rode, I thought, was Hang Time, a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, but the best coaster in the park is actually Ghost Rider, a GCI wooden coaster that has insane airtime from what I've heard. Next is the only Cedar Fair park in Canada, Canada's Wonderland in Toronto, Ontario. Now this one will be pretty quick because it has two good coasters, Behemoth, and the best coaster in the park, Leviathan, a B&M Giga coaster that's good for this park. Now we're on Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. Similarly to Canada's Wonderland, this park also has a B&M Giga coaster, which is the best coaster in the park, Fury 325, which said in the name is 325 feet tall and is the tallest non-launched coaster in the world. Finally is the best Cedar Fair park, Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Cedar Point is every coaster enthusiast's bucket list park because of all the insane world-class roller coasters, like Top Thrill Dragster. At the time when it opened, it was the tallest roller coaster in the world. And they have an RMC hypercoaster that almost everybody that rides says is the best coaster in the world. And I kind of have an unpopular opinion when it comes to the best coaster in the park. I actually think it would be Maverick, an Intamin launch coaster that has world-class speed, intensity, and airtime. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. Since you enjoyed the video, you should like and subscribe, and whenever I reach 100 subscribers, I will do a face reveal and a Q&A. So post your questions and about my opinions on roller coasters in the comments below.